Hi, and welcome to Missed It by How Much. This is the channel that tests sports hypotheses by using computer game engines, and we're playing through the 2013 MLB season as Los Angeles Dodgers GM and manager playing action PC baseball like it's OOTP. We're finishing off our series against the Pirates. Team is currently 4-1 and leads the West, but injuries are about to commence, and they will be severe. The real team had a hard time even getting back to 500 after some of these major injuries, including to starting pitching. Most of the starting pitching was wrecked, except for Kershaw and Ryu. So let's play today's game and finish up the homestand. Hopefully 5-1, having only lost the season opener. There you see some stats. Shane Victorino currently the MVP. I doubt that'll continue. And we rank third in batting and pitching in the National League. Today's slate of games coming up. And here's our matchup against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Play through, and it'll be a day game. So we'll see what kind of changes the weather enacts on the Dodgers' 4-game winning streak as we play through the schedule. The teams that have had major changes to the roster, the repercussions of the changes I made to the Dodgers roster. Tampa Bay is 4-1 as they're playing currently. Boston is 5-0, although Tampa Bay lost that game. Now they're down to 4-2. Miami has had a tough go of it, but they were a last place team, and they will only get better once they finally have Hanley on their roster when he works back from his injury. You'll notice not a lot of extra inning games, and hopefully, if there are extra inning games, they don't last that long. We do have the ghost runner at second rule, because I don't think it's fair to teams to wreck their bullpen just for one game. Playoffs are a different story. Cincinnati was 14 runs behind Johnny Cueto. Votto 3 for 5 with his third home run of the season, 2 RBI. Milwaukee off to a hot start too. And the Giants win a pitching duel 1-0. And finally, our game. We're going to make one change to the lineup today. I'm assuming we're facing a left-hander. Let's see what happens here. Yep, we're facing a left-hander and a good one in Locke. We're going to go with our normal lineup. Except we're going to make a change at catcher. Ramon Hernandez's trade finally went through. They'll give AJ Ellis a day off and see what he can do. Only looking to average 4.5 runs, but 4 to 5 is what we're looking for. And today's pitcher will be Hyun-Jin Ryu's second start. And apparently we're 1 over. So let's take a look real quick. It doesn't look like it's a pitcher. Fedorovich is on the team, and he's going to be sent down. catchers. So make him inactive. So we can play. There's the benches. There we go, 72 degrees, wind 9 miles an hour left to right. Jeff Locke with decent numbers. Let's see how Hyun-Jin Ryu does against the Pirates, looking to avoid the sweep. Marte hits one right to Gordon. He makes the play, one down. Makes a great play, second of the season. There's Walker. He hits a fly ball to left. Victorino's watching it. Is that gone? Nope, it's coming down. Does he make the grab? He does. 2 down for McCutchen. And you have to be careful here. And I am going to pitch around. If we could give up a walk here, I'm okay with that. Nope, just a regular old single to left. Same as a walk. See if he's going to try to steal. Not likely. Sanchez, Gabby Sanchez with good numbers. Look at that. I'm going to try to pitch around here. There's a fly ball to right. Puig looks like he's got it. Moving to his right. And we're through half an inning. The Pirates are held scoreless. Dodgers coming up to face Jeff Locke for the first time this season. Puig leads off. Ground ball to short. Big high hop for McDonald. And he throws out Puig easily. McDonald, first time I believe we've seen him in the series, a short. The getaway day for the Pirates facing Victorino. There's a ground ball to Alvarez. Big hop for him. Quick throw gets Victorino 2 down for Kemp. Locke walks him. I don't think Kemp would be a option running here, so we'll look. Nope, under 50%. But Uribe likes lefties. Let's see. Well, first a throw over. Did they get Kemp? Nope, but its number went up higher. We're still not going to try that. Uribe hits one to left. Not very high. It's leveled off. Marte should have that. And he does. We're through 1. Nobody scored. The ground ball to Uribe. And McHenry is thrown out. The catcher also seems like that's the first time we've seen him in the series. Here's Alvarez. He's pitched to him. The fly ball to right. It's also leveled off. Puig under it, almost to the track, makes the catch. 2 down for Tabata. And he hits a fly ball to center. Kemp is coming in and to his right. He should have that. And he does. Pirates go quietly. We're through 1.5. No score. Mark Ellis with a liner to McCutchen. That'll fall in. And McCutchen has some trouble with it. And Ellis moves up. So the first chance is a poor play by McDonald that caused the hit. And then an error from McCutchen in center. That moves him up to second. All right, here's James Loney. Boy, look at these numbers against a lefty. We're going to let him hit here. We're not going to bunt, even though behind him is Hernandez and Gordon. I'm going to trust that Loney can do something good on his own, even if it's a ground out to first and move him up. Pitch. And that looks like a base hit in the left. Goes the opposite way. Marte picks it up. We're going to hold Ellis with nobody out in the inning, and it's corners with nobody out for the new Dodger, Ramon Hernandez, who has excellent numbers here, but he doesn't need a hit. He just needs a good out, good productive out, and get Ellis home. Let's see if he can do it. And he walks. So the bases are loaded. Nobody is out, but you're at the bottom of the lineup with Gordon and Ryu. And Gordon does not have great numbers here. So, Boy, Hernandez, 96% chance to run. He's not even a fast player. He's a 5. We could bunt here. We could try a squeeze play. He's an excellent bunter. Ellis is not super fast, though. The infield is back, or at least at normal depth. The double play gets through. Gordon make contact here? You're going to trust that Gordon can make contact. We have Ryu up next. I guess we could try to squeeze there if we want. So we're going to see if he can make contact and get a run. And he does make contact. Is it deep enough? Out to left field. Marte with a 5 arm makes the catch. It's not super deep. There's a 65% chance of him scoring. That seems not great. So we are not going to chance it. So D. Gordon fails at his attempt to drive in a run from third with less than 2 outs. That was his first attempt. He did not convert. Alright, so now we're dependent on the pitcher. Hyun-Jin Ryu, not great numbers either. Is he excellent at bunting? I'm asked. Well, by the voices in my head. He's good at sacrificing. So, infield is still back. Let's try to squeeze. Yeah, I know the pitcher's about to hit. We're going to try a safety squeeze. We're not going to chance it with 1 out. There's a bunt back to the pitcher. He goes to first, so Ryu does his job. And the run scores, and it's 1-0 Dodgers. So Ryu does what D. Gordon could not do, and that's get the runner home from third with 1 out. Good job there. I'm not going to count that as a bunt because it's a squeeze play over here. Oh, well, yeah, I should because it's a successful bunt. So we're going to give it to Ryu there also. He gets a double bonus there. And we'll save that data. And back to the game. Alright, so now we have second and third, 2 out. You do have to have a hit here, and you have a guy who looks like he has a good chance at one. And Yasiel Puig. Hernandez here should score as a 5 on a base hit. Loney would for sure score. Big play in this game to try to get a big lead here. Let's see if he can do it. That looks like a liner into left field over McDonald's head and in front of Marte. And both runners score. Loney scores, Hernandez scores, and Puig has a big 2-out hit. This is something else that I'm trying to track here. I'm going to have to go back to make sure this is up to date, but as of right now, we're going to give Puig a 2-out hit and a big 2 RBI there. And the Dodgers have a big lead now at 3-0. Puig with the 63% chance to run. But I like these numbers here for Victorino. Let's see. So far, the team's MVP. Uh-oh, first throw over, and Puig is back. All right. Pitch to Victorino. There's just a ground ball to McDonald. He should be able to go the long way and get Victorino. Wow. I guess Puig bearing down on second base. But the Dodgers score 3, including a big 2-out, single into left, 2 RBIs for Yasiel Puig to help get the Dodgers to a 3-0 lead through 2. Dodgers have been doing better at scoring early. Last game, they scored 5 in the first 2 innings, but nothing after. All right, Ryu facing the bottom of the lineup, 8-9, and then the top at 1. Strikes out McDonald. That's his first strikeout, and here's the pitcher, Locke. Ryu's pitch, and that looks like a base hit. Past Ellis into right field. Puig picks it up, tosses it back in, a 1-out single for the pitcher. Brings up Marte. Great numbers for Marte. He could homer right here and tie it up for make it a closer game, 3-2. Walker on deck, we're going to pitch around Marte. And it doesn't matter as he singles into left. Victorino picks it up. Poor play by D. Gordon. Lets it get through. That's a second of the season. Now we're using some trouble. 1 out, 2 on for Walker. Not great numbers here. Let's see if he can do something. And then you got McCutchen on deck. Hoping for a ground ball double play here would be great. Pitch from Ryu is a fly ball. That won't be a double play. To Puig. It's up really high. Is that out of here? Puig is back. It's coming down. Moving back almost at the track. Makes the catch, and Locke does not tag after the second out. Ooh, McCutchen or Sanchez? You could load him up here and face Sanchez. Sanchez is pretty good, though. McCutchen's worn us out in this series. This is a lefty. He's a 10 on Sanchez with power. You gonna load up the bases and hope that Sanchez doesn't hit a home run here? He had 4 in 102 at bats in the real season. He's really good. Not so far in this replay season. 0 for 7. That just to me tells me he's a due. All right, we're gonna pitch to McCutchen. We're just gonna try to pitch around him, see what happens. And they walk him. So there we go. The answer was given to us anyhow. The bases are now loaded for Sanchez. Ooh, these are great numbers. You want to go after him? You want to pitch around him? I mean, what's McHenry here? Much different situation. So that hit by the pitcher really complicates things. First, you'd be out of the inning. And second, you got a bases loaded, 2-out situation against somebody who has power, really good power. So I'm not taking any chance. If we walk in a run, I'll take it. And that's what he does. Ryu walks in a run. It's 3-1, and the bases are still loaded. And now, this is my favorite situation. I'd rather deal with these numbers, but he could still get a hit, and we're tied. Let's see what happens. And he strikes him out with the bases loaded. Woo! The term riverboat gambler comes to mind as his Ryu loaded the bases there and got out of it only giving up 1 run. And that's pretty good after what the situation was. All right, we're through 2.5. It's 3-1 Dodgers. Kemp leads off the bottom of the third. Looks like with the base hit to left, past McDonald. See if he goes for 2. Nope, he'll hold. Let's see if he has a chance to run here. 53% chance is not good enough for me. We'll let Juan Uribe, well, before we do, throw over, and he's back. Uribe walks. All right, so Dodgers in business again. 2 on, nobody out for Ellis, who has a hit and a run scored. Doesn't look great here, and I almost would bunt if that's a possibility. He's good enough at it. He's a 6. Okay. The other question is, Kemp is a 6 too. So let's try it. Let's get some data here and give Loney a chance up next. There's a good bunt. Where's he going? He's going to first, and they get him. Successful play there from Mark Ellis. Bunting. That's the first attempt that I have marked down here. And we like that. All right. Now you have 2 runners on, 1 out. Loney doesn't have to get a hit, even though he has a hit already. And he has great numbers. Look at these numbers. Ooh. So, trying to get the run back that you just lost. The infield looks at normal depth. The outfield's normal. All you gotta do is make really good contact, and Kemp should be able to score. Let's see if we can do that. And he strikes out. Okay, well, that's what happens sometimes. For Loney, that's 2 times now he's failed. And he has not succeeded. So that's good, again, good information to know in the future. trying to arrange something. So now it comes down to Hernandez, who again also has good numbers, but now he needs a hit to get an RBI. And let's see what Locke does. And there's a fly ball to right. It looks innocuous, and it's probably going to be as Tabata goes back, not even to the wall, and makes the catch, and the Dodgers threaten 2 on 0 out and don't score. We're through 1/3 of the game. 3 innings are complete. The Dodgers lead 3-1. Couldn't get the run back, so let's see what happens here with Ryu facing Alvarez. And he strikes him out. That's his third K. Facing Tabata. Not scary numbers, but that looks like a ground ball to Loney. He'd taken himself, and he gets him 2 down for McDonald. And he hits a ground ball to Ellis, and he throws him out easily. 1-2-3 inning for Ryu. He gets through his 4th half inning, score 3-1 Dodgers. Gordon leads off in the bottom of the 4th, and he hits a ground ball to Walker, and it gets past him. Base hit for D. Gordon. Now let's see if he can steal here. 91% chance. And they brought the infield in, it looked like, there before the technical difficulties, for Ryu, who is a pretty good bunter. So we're gonna try something and see if it works, and it's called stealing. That's one of the reasons Gordon's on the team, but first I'm sure they're gonna throw over and try to lower his percentage. Let's see. Yep. And it's down to 84, but I'm still okay with that. Let's go for the steal. See if they throw over again. Nope. They throw to first. They got him. Nope, he stole it. Woo! The graphic looked like he got thrown out. That's his 3rd stolen base of the season, trying to get to 40. And he's in scoring position. Now Ryu can bunt him over to 3rd with 1 out. Let's see if he can do that. That's a good bunt. They go to 3rd and they get him. Oh. Wow. You would think somebody as fast as Gordon would have made it. Okay, well, I would count that as not a successful bunt attempt for you after he's already had one. So, that did not work. Now we're down 1 out, and Ryu stuck at 1st. But you get the top of the lineup. Let's see what Puig can do to lead off here. Great play by Locke. And I don't know what that was. A balk. Okay, so Ryu's now in scoring position, not at 3rd with 1 out, but at 2nd. So that's a little bit helpful. Let's see if Puig can get him in. It's a fly ball to left. That doesn't look... Oh, it's up really high. Is it going to come down? It's going to come down out of here. Out to left field. Boy, that fooled me. Puig with a 2-run shot, and the Dodgers now lead 5-1. That might have been the big play of the game. That looked innocuous when it came off the bat, but it's gone. That's Puig's 2nd home run of the year. It just creeps over the wall. And the Dodgers again lead 5-1, and that might be the winning hit. So the gambit with D. Gordon did not work out, and this is a shot to right center. McCutchen going back at the wall makes the catch on Victorino, and that's it for Locke. He's knocked out of the game here in the 4th. Jinmar Gomez comes in, and the beleaguered Pittsburgh bullpen continues to bleed relievers. I don't believe we've seen Gomez so far this year, and he does not have super numbers. But we'll see how he does against this Dodger lineup. He's a right-hander, and we could pull Kemp right now. He's 1 for 1. And bring in Ethier. I don't know, 5-1. Just 5 runs should be enough to win this game. You're weakening the outfield, so we're going to let Kemp hit, and he delivers. He hits one in the gap. Is he going for 2? He will, and he'll make it his 2nd double of the season, and he shows he can hit right-handers as well. With 2 outs, Uribe gets a chance now, and he strikes out. So that'll get us through 4, but a big 2-run home run, a wall scraper by Yasiel Puig. A 2-run shot that scores Ryu in front of him gives the Dodgers a 5-1 lead. Ryu should be very comfortable now. Let's see how he pitches. He strikes out Gomez, who's stuck out there for a while now. I don't like fooling around here. If he gives up a solo shot, I'm okay with it. I don't want to get in a rally. Here's Marte, so we're going to go right at him. Bouncer to Gordon. Across to Loney, that's an easy out. 2 down for Walker. And he hits a fly ball to left. That one looks playable for Victorino. He's gliding to his right. And makes the grab. Ryu has gotten through 5 half innings and only given up 1 run on 3 hits. And the Dodgers lead 5-1. There's Ellis. We don't have to do gimmicks now. We can just swing away. Ellis flies out. Here's Loney against Gomez. He hits a fly ball to left. It's up really high, but it still doesn't look like it's out of here. Marte moving to his right, not to the track yet, makes the catch. 2 outs for Ramon Hernandez, who's getting a chance to play. And he lines one right at Marte. That'll do it for the 5th. We're through 5 innings. Dodgers lead 5-1. Ryu only at 69 pitches. We're going to ride him as far as we can, even though we have a day off tomorrow. And he hits a liner to Victorino. McCutchen does, and he's out. Sanchez strikes out. So Ryu's only had that 1 bad inning where he gave up a hit to the pitcher and got himself out of it with only 1 run scoring. Ryu now with 5K against McHenry. Ground ball. Looks like Uribe is going to take this one. I don't know. I'm not sure who threw that. It's in time. And we're through 6 half innings. Uribe got to it. And Ryu is now cruising. Dodgers lead 5-1. Good bunt here. But with a 5-1 lead, I'm not going to. And Gordon walks. And he's a threat to run again. 80% chance. The infield not coming in here. We're going to try to steal. I guarantee you they'll throw over them at 80%. I guess they're just not caring at this point. And this time he stole it. 4th steal. The graphic makes it look like he's out. But that's his 2nd one today, and we're going to try it again. I said we didn't really need to do any gimmicks. Excuse me, but I want to see if this is really that bad of a situation for the future. So we're going to give Ryu a 2nd chance to sacrifice here and get Gordon to 3rd. There's a ground ball to 1st. That makes it easier if it stays fair, but it looks foul. Sanchez picks it up, and he messes it up, and that's an error. So I don't know if that's a successful play or not. I'm guessing it's not. He gets it down right side. He bobbles it, scrambles, Ryu is safe, and Gordon makes it to 3rd. I don't know if he should get credit for that or not. I guess not. So that's another unsuccessful bunt attempt for Ryu. Sorry. We'll never know if it would have been successful or not. Sanchez messes it up. Not what the Pirates needed down 5-1. So now you have a rabbit over at 3rd base who's really fast. And Puig with a chance to get another RBI. He has 4 already today with a 2-run home run and 2 hits. Let's see if he can just get Gordon home. Even hitting into a double play won't give him an RBI, but it would get the run in. See what he can do against Gomez. And it's a fly ball to right. Tabata with only a 3 arm should be able to catch that. He does. Gordon's going to try to score. And the throw in isn't even to the plate. It's at 2nd, and that's a run. And it's now 6-1. And unbelievably to me, after watching him play for all those years, Yasiel Puig doing a great job of getting the runner home from third with less than 2 outs. Give him some credit. Computer version is excellent at making contact, apparently. All right, Ryu's still at first after the flyout, and here's Victorino versus Gomez. He's 0 for 3, and he hits a ground ball. This could be 2. McDonald to his right, fields it over to Walker, and that's it. Ryu is erased. He can go get some fluids and get ready for the 7th. And Victorino has a 92% chance to steal here. We're going to take advantage of that. As Kemp comes to the plate, the throws into center field. I would say that's a successful stolen base, and he moves to third. Not that he needed to. That's his second steal of the season. He ended up with 21 with the Red Sox. And Gomez is out of gas, which I can understand. This bullpen has just had a rough series. Okay, let's see if Kemp can get him in here. He walks, so runners at the corners now. With 2 out for Uribe. 815 OPS. Kemp with a chance to steal here, but I'm not going to do it. I'll let Uribe take a hit. Chance at a hit, and he does not get the run home. The ground ball to McDonald. He goes the short way and erases Kemp, and that's it. We're through 6. 2/3 of this game has been completed. 6-1 Dodgers. It almost feels like this game's over. Wow, the shift is on. I didn't even ask them to go into a shift against Alvarez. All right, Gordon has done his job. I need to get. Previously, when we had a blowout against the Pirates earlier in the series, I said, well, I don't have to worry about moving down. I only have so many at-bats for so many players. So we're going to let some guys play here and hope that they can finish this off. At shortstop, we're going to let, as Cruz is the better choice, but we're going to give Sellers a chance here. And he's going to bat the same spot as Gordon. This may be too early. I may completely blow this game right here. And Uribe's hit. He's a 9, but I need to let some people get a chance to play. Puig is going to stay in. I'm not getting rid of Puig. And Kemp's a 6. I don't want to put Andre Ethier out there because he just doesn't do much. Victorino only has so many at-bats, so Victorino's going to go out. And boy, that looks pretty good. Let's go with Skip Schumacher will be the new left fielder. We'll put him in Victorino's spot. And then that'll leave Hairston to play third. Oh, I don't like this percentage here. At third. I mean, that's all I have. Oh, I could put Cruz at third. Never mind. Yeah, Cruz is there. I guess Hairston can go into left field or center field at some point. That's almost everybody off the bench. All right, let's hope Ryu doesn't bomb out on me. Boy, he's got a chance at a complete game. We'll see. There's Alvarez, and there's a ground ball to right. Puig. No, we're not going to dive for that. And Alvarez has a hit, a leadoff single, the 4th hit for the Pirates. There's Tabata. None of those numbers look too scary. Pitched by Ryu is a fly ball to right. Puig moving back and to his right. And he one-hands it. That's the first out of the inning. Alvarez retreats to first for McDonald. Boy, I would pinch hit for this. But that's okay. And he hits a ground ball. This could be 2. Cruz with a great play to Ellis, and that's it. McDonald makes sure he's safe at first. But Cruz makes a great play. Good for him. His first of the season at third for sure. And he gets the lead runner. There's 2 outs. Ryu now up to 93 pitches out of a possible 110. So this inning has not gone well to get 7 more outs. That doesn't seem possible based on the pitch count, but you never know. Here's Gomez. And Clint Barnes, the regular shortstop, is coming in to pinch hit here. I guess his day off turned into a pinch hitting appearance. Let's see if Ryu can get him and get out of the inning. There's a ground ball to Sellers. He makes the grab. He makes a great play and goes to Ellis to get the out. So that's telling me 2 great plays in a row that Ryu might be out of gas, regardless of the pitch count. 2 great plays by defensive replacements there. Alvarez and McDonald, Sellers and Cruz make great plays to get Ryu out of the inning. Plus, he gave up a hit. So we're through 6.5. Still 6-1 Dodgers. New pitcher is Mark Lanson. Haven't seen him yet. He gets a ground ball out. Loney 1 for 3. Steps up and strikes out. And here's Hernandez. And he strikes out and gets thrown at it. First 2 strikeouts from Lanson. That's some relief right there for the Pirates. We're through 7, 6-1 Dodgers. This probably should be it. This is his 4th time through the lineup. And I don't even know if I want Ryu to pitch here. It seems like he's out of gas. Let's see what we've got. We've got everybody. And we've got a day off. So if we play this right, we should be able to get through this game and still have our relievers doing okay for the next game. We need 6 outs. Who can get me 6 outs here? Should not need Kenley. Chris Withrow hasn't pitched. Don't want to throw a lefty out there right now. So let's try Chris. See if Chris can get us through in half inning. Ryu leaves with 7 innings pitched, 1 run, and 4 hits, and he's done. And close the book on him, so to speak. And it's Withrow's game right now. See if you can get Marte. There's a ground ball to Sellers. This is going to be a close play. And he gets a nice throw. 1 down. For Walker, he hits a fly ball to Puig. Uh-oh. Is that out of here? That is gone. Bye-bye. Into the right field pavilion over where Shohei Ohtani hits him. Solo shot. Withrow gets touched up for the first time this season. And it's 6-2 Dodgers. McCutchen up next. We'll have to see. And he strikes out McCutchen. He comes right back and throws it. Solo shots by off relievers, I don't care about. Getting into trouble where there's runners all over the place, that's what I worry about. And he can get through this half inning nicely if he can get Sanchez here. And he hits a fly ball to center. Kemp ranging to his left, or his right, excuse me, near the wall, makes the catch. He's on the track. He gets under it. We're through 7.5. 6-2 Dodgers. The Pirates get a solo shot there from Neil Walker. All right, Melanson against Sellers. Withrow spot. And Sellers gets a base hit into left, and it goes all the way to the wall. Over to second on the air by Marte. That's first of the season. Now with Withrow up, I could bunt here. I don't need a pinch hitter. Save those at bats for somebody else. Let's see what Withrow probably doesn't bunt very well. He's a 3. That's sacrificing. I don't think that's going to work out. Let's see who's available to pinch hit. We could pinch hit a pitcher and let them bunt. Ethier is not a bunter. Clayton could come up and bunt. I'm sure he's really good at it. I don't want to waste at bats though for those guys. Stephen Fine. I don't want to use Scott Van Slyke. Save his at bats. Hairston, I don't want to use his at bats. Well, let's go look in a different section. AJ Ellis is still there. I'm sure AJ's probably good at bunting, but I don't want to use his at bats. Although, does it count as an at bat if it's a sacrifice? I don't think so. It's a plate appearance. But first, let's look at Hairston. He is not good at hitting, so he can hit and run. He's a 5 sacrifice, and that's not very good. Let's look at pitchers who I don't care about hitting. Capuano, can he bunt? He's a 10. All right, Chris, you are going to pinch hit for Withrow. That's very scary, though. You have to pitch. How about Fife? Can Fife do the job? He's not going to come in. He's a 0 sacrifice. Oh, that's terrible. I don't think it would hurt to use Capuano to bunt here. You never know. AJ Ellis, can you bunt? He's only a 5 also. Scott Van Slyke, I can't see him being great at bunting. He's a 0. Okay. Boy, I could really mess myself up here by using Capuano. I'm getting in trouble there. But you know what? It's early in the season. I gotta know information. I think this should be okay to use him. We're gonna find out. Right here. It's a sacrifice bunt. Let's see if we can get him over. It's a good bunt. Alvarez comes down to get it, so there's no way they're gonna get him at third unless they run into the wheel play. And Sellers advances to third. So that's a very successful bunt. Good job there. Capuano's 2 for 2. We're going to find out, though, if I made a mistake and he can't pitch his next turn. Here's now leads 7-2. Schumacher up. Melanson's out of pitches. And he strikes out his third K. He's going to have him. Poor Pittsburgh. Kemp hits a ground ball. This should get him out of the inning. Alvarez. Long throw to Sanchez. Gets him by a couple steps. And the massacre is finished. 7 runs now for the Dodgers total in this game. We're through 8. It's 7-2 Dodgers. Okay, now I have to get Capuano out of the game. He is not pitching. And we have some options here. We can go with Rodriguez. We can go with Howell. We can go with Kinley. We can go with Belisario. Or, can I pinch it? Can I move Schumacher down here? Let's see. No, can't do that. I want Schumacher to pitch, but I can't get him over there. Let's see. If I take him out here, he's just going to go away. He's not going to switch anymore. Okay, so we're going to have to blow someone here. I hate doing this, but at least we have a day off, so maybe they can recover. Who could do the job? Belisari is probably the most expendable pitcher if he doesn't bounce back after the day off. Okay, let's see if the Dodgers can finish this up. Starting with McHenry, ground ball to Ellis. That's one down. Next up, Alvarez. I don't care if you give up a home run. Let's just get this over with. Ground ball to Loney. He's got it. He takes it to the bag himself. 2 outs. Only on 10 pitches. For Tabata, if you can get him and get out of here quick. And he strikes him out to end the game, and the Dodgers win and sweep the Pittsburgh Pirates. This one by a score of 7-2. And remained in first place at a 5-1 record. Ryu pitched great. Had one tough inning. Walked in the only run that scored against him. Kemp with a nice day. 2 walks. The MVP has to be Puig. 3 for 4, a run scored, 6 RBI, including 1 driven in by fly ball, which I love seeing. Get it out, get an RBI without getting a hit. Also Puig with a home run. Here you see the pitching stats. Locke was just overmatched against this lineup. The Dodgers have done very well against lefties thus far, but things, like I said, are going to change. Injuries are coming soon. Withrow had minus stuff and still only gave up the solo home run. I'm okay with that. Bunch of errors. That's 4 errors for Pittsburgh. And they give the MVP to Ryu. I disagree, but I didn't design the game. Ryu did pitch well. 7 innings, 4 hits, an earned run, 2 walks, 5 Ks. He had 110 pitches to work with. All right. That'll do it for today. The Dodgers remain in first place, a 5-1 record. Thanks for watching. I appreciate staying on until the end here. Everything repopulates, and we'll see you next time on Missed It by Helmet.